had the style to pop. 100 on my fist and 100 on my watch.
Yo, what's going on, people? You know what time it is? What time is it? It's podcast time. It's a pod. It's a podcast. Somebody go get your friends. Go bring them over here because we going to get to telling a podcast. You know. And that's how we live it. And we're shooting on a fucking Wednesday. What is it? May 27th. Damn, already May. And we about to get into June pretty soon. So, but today we're shooting it on the 27th. And we're talking about Memorial Weekend. You know, I know that passed a couple days ago, but who cares? We're talking about it today on the 27th. And I took my time on this one because I was enjoying my long weekend. I've been putting deadlines on all my episodes on like, hey, I want to drop it on Monday. But you know what? This time I just enjoyed my weekend. And I was like, I'm going to just get to it when I have some time. So we're here on a Wednesday with it. And, you know, I didn't really do much for Memorial Weekend. Obviously, shout out to all the people out there who have like a military family, or if they have a friend that they may know who passed away or whatever, because that's what it's about, you know, honoring the ones we lost in the war. So shout out to you guys. Hopefully your family's holding up well, and, you know, people are there for you in your corner if you are sad. And we all know somebody in the military, right? And a lot of military people I know, they tell me how they lost a friend. So shout out to you guys. Keep your head up. That's all I can say about that. So yeah, that's kind of what I did. And then I fucking found this song on the fucking schminternet. And I kind of like it. It's by Isaiah Rashad. And I haven't heard nothing from Isaiah Rashad in a long time. I wanna get to know you. I wanna get to know you. Hey, where you going? Hey, baby. Yeah, that's an Isaiah Rashad song I found on the internet. And I haven't heard of nothing since, I guess like high school, bro. I haven't heard from him in a while, is what I'm saying. So that was pretty cool. It was a vibe. I mean, he still raps the same. He sounds high as fuck on all his songs, but it's pretty chill. I like his flow. And yeah, I was bumping that on the way to fucking Laguna, because that's where I went for, what was it, Memorial Day. You know, I'm still on my beach, you know, fucking Hawaii 5-0 type shit. I got my shirt on. I was walking around at Laguna with my friend Arion. Shout out to Arion. For those who know him, that's like one of my close friends. We hung out. He took his girlfriend with us. We had a good time. We were all just walking around. And, you know, I threw on this little fucking beach shirt to kind of blend in a little bit. And, you know, we were at the fucking grocery store or whatever. We walked in a gas station to get some water or some beverages. And somebody said I looked like a cracked out Ace Ventura. I was like, damn. I was like, where's the crack? Nah, just kidding. But yeah, I was like, what, dog? Fuck you. I thought it was funny, though. I was like, man, true. But yeah, that's what we did, right? And we were walking around Laguna. And Laguna is a good beach to go to if you want to remember how broke you are. Go to Laguna. You'll find out quick how broke you actually are. And that's what happened, because we were walking around. We're seeing all different types of fucking foreign cars and shit like that. You'll see a fucking AMG drive past you. You look it up on Cars Guru. That shit's $187,000. You're like, God damn. And this kid's only fucking 18 years old with that car. You know, I'm 28. I'm 10 years ahead of this fool, and he has a fucking AMG. Are you kidding me? You know, you'll see people in McLarens, just driving around. You'll see people with they'll be taking their dog in a fucking little stroller, and their fucking dog can barely speak any English. That's how spoiled that dog is. They got them fucking English translators and shit like that. People able to talk for the dog, That's what we did. We walked around the beach and it was pretty chill. We went to a lot of we were looking for parking. We weren't even really trying to scout nobody's houses, but we had a park somewhere. I'm not paying $40 for parking. So we drove around the neighborhood trying to find some parking, and we ended up just kind of like sightseeing some of these houses, bro. And I was like, man, check this out. I fucking drove up to somebody's driveway, parked it there for a second. I was like, try to visualize or, manifest in my brain of me driving into a driveway like that one day, but we had to get out of there real quick because, we didn't want to spook anybody because we're, my friend Arion, he's pretty loud. He's pretty loud. His voice carries and he's just always extra. And, I like it. I'm the same. I like to get loud. I like to, cause a ruckus. But not these beach houses. They're not. They're very quiet. So, but yeah, we drove up on their driveway and shit like that. Parked the car, check out my crib. We were shooting our own MTVs a little bit, but we didn't go inside. Just outside. We were taking pictures and shit like that. That's how we can kind of I don't know. I was trying to exercise the imagination of having a house like that. I was trying to show that to my friend and his, his girlfriend. But yeah, we ended up walking the main street right there in Laguna. I don't even know what street it is. I'm pretty sure it's Laguna Boulevard or whatever. And it was pretty active. A lot of people out. It's Memorial Weekend. It's a long fucking weekend, bro. You get that extra day off. God, bro. I love an extra day off. We need more of them. We got to come up with some different type of ways to come up with more days off. Because you go on your calendar, right? You go check your calendar on your phone. You go look at it and you'll see a little dot and it's National Ocean Day or National Go Recycle All Your Plastic Bags in Your Cabinet Day. National Go Hug a Possum Day or whatever. Go tell a hippie that you don't hate him today holiday. But just for that day or whatever. So, but none of them are equivalent to a day off. None of them are equaling or hypothesizing into a day off. So I think we need to come up with more ways to come up with days off. I don't know who needs to get involved. I don't. Whether it's the fucking IRS, I don't know who it needs to be, fucking Neighborhood Watch or, the Mayans who created the fucking calendar. I don't know. But we need to put these people in a fucking conference room and tell them, hey, here's a marker and a fucking whiteboard and let's come up with some more days off. We need more 3-day weekends. Because 3-day weekends, bro, are really the best. I mean, think about it. You get up from a Sunday or you get off of work. It's Friday afternoon, right? You got to do something that night. If not, it's already a wrap. So you wake up in Saturday, you sleep in a little bit because you don't have to work. So you sleep in a little bit. And then what happens after that? It's fucking Sunday. And the whole day you're at church praying or whatever. You're praying you don't have to go to work tomorrow or something like that. You're praying that, somebody tells you your building got evicted or something like that. Or you're not allowed there anymore. Not that you got fired, but just for an extra day. You're praying that anything happens. And the whole time you're enjoying, whether it's football or whatever you're doing on a Sunday, the whole time in the back of your head, you're like, fuck, I got work tomorrow. But when that 3-day weekend come around, you enjoying it. And then you wake up almost surprised. You're like, what kind of life is this? Where I get an extra day off. So that's what I'm saying, bro. We need to come up with more days off. I don't care what it is. We need to make some shit up if we have to. Do it. I don't care. Hey, you got a car from the 1990s, you get a day off or something like that. You got a pair of ripped jeans and you're wearing them, day off for you. You grew up with just, with just canned goods, you know what I mean? Day off or whatever. You can write with your left hand, day off. You're gonna see people writing with their left hand just trying to get that day off. You know what I mean? You'll see people fucking turning in, highly important documents and documentation that looks forged because they wrote it with their left hand. But they need that day off, so they're gonna do it. You grew up with both of your parents, day off. You know what I mean? Well, probably not that one because there's a lot of single parents out there. That's just another reason for their kids to hate their parents or whatever like that. So maybe not that one. We're trying to keep peace in the world. What else went on this weekend? Oh, yeah, so we're walking around Laguna, right? We're having a good time. And we end up, walking so much that we worked up an appetite. My friend Arion and his girlfriend are like, hey, Vince, where should we go for food around here? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not really a resident like that, but I gotta, I've been here once or twice, I'll figure something out. So I was like, oh, one time I went to this little rooftop bar and let's check that out. So they're all game. They're like, yeah, let's do it. So we show up and it's right there. It's called like Rooftop Lounge or some shit like that. It's pretty chill. It's a hotel, right? Or it's a motel. It looks like a motel. And you walk inside and you're like, where the fuck? But then you go upstairs, it's a rooftop, it's pretty chill. You got a nice view of the ocean. And we kicked it right there for a good hour and a half or whatever, just talking it up, sharing stories, learning about each other a little bit more. And our fucking waiter decides to, contribute to the story time. So I'm like, what? That's kind of cool. Our table's popping low key. Because like I said, we're loud, so we're being extra, and we're fucking putting silverware in our pockets and shit like that. So yeah, my friend Arion, he's wearing a fucking Dennis Rodman shirt, and the fucking waiter is like, "Hey, is that Dennis Rodman?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's Dennis." And he's like, "Man, I got a funny story about Dennis the Menace." And we're like, "What, for real?" He's like, yeah, bro. He used to park cars, I guess, growing up. And this guy, he's an older guy. He's not like old. Like if you were to, order something with him, he would forget or anything like that. He's not dementia age old, but like he partied a lot of his life. He looks kind of old for it, but he's still in tune on what's going on. He could come serve us. He could serve a plate one-handed still. He's not old where he has to carry with two because he's losing his muscles to diseases or whatever. So this guy, he's pretty chill. He looks like a surfer dude who's a little past his prime, but he's right there. He's still there. He's still hanging 10 or whatever. And he's probably doing a bag in the fucking back or whatever while washing dishes. I don't know his life, but he shared a story that he used to park cars or whatever. And they call that shit valet, right? He was a valeter. And he was telling us how he used to valet for all different types of clubs around the area. But one time he was at some club in Long Beach or some shit like that. I forgot what he said. But apparently it was a big deal, right? Because all these basketball players, pulled up. And it's a big deal. I mean, a lot of big people walking around. And they're athletes, so everybody's kind of geeked out. Like, oh, shit, Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone. He starts naming all these basketball players. And he's like, yeah, and I got to park Dennis Rodman's car. I was like, what? That's the type. What kind of car was he driving? He's like, I forgot what he said. Something like, I don't even think he remembered. I don't even remember. But he's like, that's not important. The most important part of the story is, I got to say what's up to him. I got his keys and shit like that. And in the back of his car, he had a pair of shoes and shit. I was like, what? That's tight. Like, what size shoe did he wear or whatever? Or like, what kind of shoes were they? And this dude fucking tells us that he stole fucking Dennis Rodman's shoes, bro. And then sold it 10 years later for $500. I was like, damn, this guy's fucking insane, bro. I was like, hey, thanks for contributing to Tap In with VinnyVin, but you probably shouldn't go around sharing those stories, because I wouldn't want to bump into Dennis Rodman and then he finds out you stole his shoes. But whatever, I'm not judging. That's him. He had a good story to share. So shout out to that guy. again, he's not old, but like he was like if you were to order something, you're like, hey, let me get some chicken tenders. He ain't gonna bring you fucking he ain't gonna bring you a fucking Cobb salad or whatever. He's not like that old where he doesn't know what's going on. He's not gonna bring you like dog food or whatever. He's gonna bring you what you ordered, but he's probably gonna take a little longer to get to it because he's over there fucking being old or whatever. But shout out to that guy. What else did we do? We walked around. We're fucking just checking out the scenery, and that I'm telling you, Laguna will humble you quick, bro, because everything looks nice, and you're like, man, I would love to live out here. You go on Zillow, they charge you just to go on Zillow, bro. They'll charge you, bro. Everything out there's expensive. People pulling up in foreigns, bro. Cars you can't even pronounce, bro. So that was fun. It was a good time. Nice breeze. We just people watched most of the time. We were kind of like hovering over like some volleyball courts, and we're just yelling shit over them. Number whatever the fuck you are, you suck or whatever, and then we'd hide or whatever. That was kind of what we like to do. Me and Arion, we get into some tomfoolery. What else went on? So that's kind of how I spent my weekend. It's Wednesday. I thought I'd take my time to get to the pod because I felt like recently, right, I was kind of hitting a wall as far as like creative slump. So I was like, you know what? We're not gonna try too hard. We're just gonna shoot a pod when I feel ready, right? Because I want to enjoy my weekend. I want to have a good time, and let's get to it when we feel like we're ready to get to it. And I think that's the biggest thing I'm starting to learn right now is like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself for a podcast of I need to drop here, I need to do this, I need to do that, instead of just having fun with it. So, but it's like I'm the type of person when I do something, I want to master it, and then I want to like perfect it and do all the stuff that sometimes I forget to have fun with it. I don't know if anybody relates to that, but I just want to like master it to a level of like excellence. But also got to remember like, hey, you got to have fun. You got to do stuff, and not everything's going to be done in 1 week. There's times where you're not doing stuff and it's kind of hard to talk about. So that's been some struggle. It's not struggle. It's a challenge. It's not a struggle. Struggle is a wrong word to use. We don't use struggle in our vocabulary. It's just a challenge. It's something that you got to, learn. So that's been kind of fun with the podcast. And then also just trying not to get caught up in like numbers and shit like that. Because we all want, to see our progress. And it's like, dude, don't worry about the results. Just have fun at what you're doing. So thought I'd take an extra day or extra couple days to talk about Memorial Weekend. And, I had some stuff going on, so it was a little busy. I mean, I wasn't really that busy. I was just kind of enjoying myself. I mean, I didn't really do much, actually. I was just hanging out at the house, watching fucking Ozark with a bottle of tequila, bro. I was just making my homemade margaritas and just watching fucking Ozark, bro. And these people are fucking, it's a TV show, so I don't know if it's real or not. But I'm not trying to incriminate myself or anything like that. I wasn't part of this. I was just watching it, but it feels like I want to get a part of it, even though I won't. You know what I'm saying? But these people are fucking, laundering money and shit like that. They're all fucking doing all this types of shit to laundry money because they got caught up with the cartel and they're like not trying to die or whatever. So they're working for them now, trying to keep their family alive. And it's pretty interesting stuff. A lot of drama going on. A lot of drama with people's mamas and shit like that. And a lot of people just trying to fucking, survive and shit like that. They're buying all random types of shit just to fucking laundry some money. And it got me thinking like, man, I want to start buying some businesses too. These people are fucking just investing in random shit, bro. A mattress fucking firm. They'll fucking buy a mattress store. And they'll sell fucking beds. Or, they'll buy a little motel, a shitty motel or whatever. And they're just laundering money out of it. I'm like, damn, bro, I kind of want to buy some businesses. Not to laundry, but just to have. I think that'll be kind of sick. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I was watching that while enjoying a drink. That's all I did all weekend, actually. So that was pretty fun. Scrolling through my fucking phone, I got caught up doom scrolling. Doom scrolling's a real thing, bro. Because remember back in like when Facebook era, early Facebook era, when you used to like scroll, but then you'd come across your old post that you posted maybe 2 days ago. And it didn't take long to get there. You would just scroll for maybe like 20 minutes, and you're back at your old post, and okay, there's nothing really going on the internet. So you'll close it. Nowadays, it's fucking unlimited, bro. You'll just be fucking scrolling, bro. You're trying to get to the bottom of this shit, You're trying to find the fucking coding behind the screen. You over here like treating your phone like a fucking scratcher, dog. You just fucking scrolling. You're jerking your fucking phone off or whatever. You're fucking playing with his clit. And that's some real shit. Everybody gets caught up in it. It's so easy to just sit there. We all want to be entertained, bro. I caught myself the other day. I was just, I think I was just hanging out, and I noticed, bro, like, if I'm doing something, I need to listen to music. I need to have something going. I got to be watching something. Like, damn, bro, just take a chill. Take a chill pill, bro, for real. So yeah, that's something that I noticed. But in the middle of doom scrolling, you find some funny ass videos. I found this video right here. Check this kid out right here. It's reminded me of my friend. If I was white and he was Asian, but I'm Mexican and he's black. But look at these kids, man. That's a real friendship right there. Somebody was like, hey, let's record us trying fucking Cheetos, bro. We all done that. We used to fucking shotgun Capri Suns before it was cool. We were pounding fucking the little Kool-Aid fucking the twist bottles. God, bro. Those were the days. That looks like a cool friendship. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool. Made me remind of, me and my friend. And then this one's been going viral, bro. This fucking, hey, yo. Yeah, bro. Denny's is definitely going out of business after this video. He's trying to keep up a fucking Waffle House, and that's not helping, bro. You need they got nothing to do, bro. They're definitely going out of business. There's probably nobody, I never see nobody at a Denny's from fucking, like, only time I see people at Denny's is like late night. It's super, a lot of drunk people just walking around ordering fucking House of Pancakes. What else did I see that I thought was kind of funny? This shit's just kind of disturbing, bro. I don't even know this kid's parents, and I know he looks like his dad, bro. And I don't know, I don't want to make too much fun of him because I don't know if he has any disabilities, but his eyes, he might be blind, It's either that or his mom had him when she was still drinking. Definitely looks like his dad. Somebody go help him find his helmet. What else did I see? I saw... Yeah, what's up with, like, bro, I be seeing these videos, a lot of, like, traditional, like, Asian women or Indian chicks, and they're listening to, like, most gangster rap ever. I don't know what it is. God. Come be my lover. God damn, she's bad. Yeah, man. Shout out to her. Look at this fucking guy. This dude, bro, he's like 63 fucking years old, bro. What are you doing listening to Juice WRLD? Yeah, man. This guy right here is a fucking creep, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? In public with it, bro. Like, look at that old lady looking at her, like, her peer, like, embarrassed, ashamed of him. This fucking guy. I don't even know how he knows Juice WRLD like that. But you know what? He's like 65 years old, but he looks like he's only in his like teens, bro. And that's strictly off of spirit and having fun. So shout out to that guy. That guy's young in the soul, bro. He's doing shit that's it takes a lot of confidence to do that shit in the middle of fucking CVS. You know what I mean? And he's having a good time about it. Shout out to that guy. One more video. See, look, we're doom scrolling. Fucking shit, huh? That's that shit I'm talking about. This video made me laugh a lot, though. And that guy's, and that guy's McLovin' that shit, bro. He's having a good time right there. That fool's fucking loving it. Like, that shit is funny. That shit made me laugh all day. I came across that the other day, and that shit, I still revisit it just to get a, smile if I'm feeling depressed or whatever. He sounds like a little fucking leprechaun. Or whatever. Sounds like a fucking leprechaun, dog. Like he's up to no good, some mischievous shit. You see some little fucking leprechaun run across and he makes that sound, bro. You know it's a leprechaun. Or whatever. This dude's fucking doing it over McDonald's, bro. And he's smooth with that shit, bro. He's quick with that shit, bro. That shit made me laugh, bro. He's a fucking black-a-con right there. Yeah, man, and see, that's the thing about black people, bro. They make everything so fucking cool, bro. Like, leprechaun, black-a-con. Which one sounds better? I think we all know. Black-a-con sounds like a fucking car you buy off the lot that got a V8 engine in it. The black-a-con fucking sounds like a transformer that's about to take over the world and shit like that. So shout out to that guy having a good time at McDonald's, going viral. And I appreciate these videos a lot more because one thing I'm starting to notice, it's pretty hard to go viral. Think about it. Like, it's pretty hard to drop something that takes off to another level, seen by the whole fucking globe, bro. It's pretty tough. You telling me that's not hard? That's some difficult shit to do. You go make a video and make it go viral. It's not easy. And I can tell you from experience because I'm contributing to this shit. And I'm not doing it to go viral. I'm just, admiring these people. And obviously that's the goal of all this shit, is to go viral and get recognized at some point. But shout out to that guy, just having a good time at McDonald's. Or whatever. That fool fucking... Because you can't name it a Mexican, Mexican just sounds like you're saying Mexican, but you got you got dyslexia or something like that. Or you're like that one kid who's just like, fucking this shit. What else did I do this weekend? That's about it, bro. I didn't really do much. I kind of just hung out. Got to watching TV. I already said that. I guess I just been getting anxious a lot of anxious energy because, a couple more weeks from now, I got a fucking big move coming. So it's only like 9 weeks. And I'm excited about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm super excited about it. Everybody I'm telling, they're happy for me. They saying I'm going to do great things and stuff like that. It's just one of those things where it's like I'm going out there without any safety net, bro. This is me spreading my wings. And, it's cool. We're going to figure it out. The one thing I am kind of nervous about is I'm leaving a job that has, like benefits. Because I used to hate when my mom would say that. You need a job with benefits and shit like that. Or you need a job with fucking dental or fucking vision, Medicare, whatever the fuck. I used to hate when my mom said that shit. But now it's like, damn, I'm actually leaving a job that has all that for something that, if something happens to me, I don't got insurance anymore. So, that's something to think about. But, I'm trying to keep my health straight. I'm trying to make sure I'm okay when I get out there. I'm going to go test on my fucking blood before I get out there. Just to know what kind of blood type I am. I got to make sure, I'm coming in healthy. So I'm watching what I eat and shit like that. But, I got to be vigilant, bro, when I'm walking. I got to make sure I know where I'm at. I can't take no type of risk with a pothole or loose sand or dirt or anything like that. Because if I break my ankle, bro, that's just healing by nature. They'll charge you $17,000 just for a medical visit. I can't do that. I'm not doing it, actually. So you'll see me fucking wobbling if I need to. But, I'll thug it out. I'll be all right. So yeah, I just been thinking about shit like that, getting anxious, right? Because it's like I'm going out there, and luckily I got one family member out there who, we're gonna do great things together, but it's still kind of like the unknown can be kind of, it's unknown. You don't know what to think about it, so your brain just goes everywhere. And me, I'm a big time overthinker, so I'll sit there and fucking ponder on some shit. I'll fucking ponder on some shit, dog. So, I was doing that shit. But the best thing to do, bro, is when that happens, you just gotta dig deep, bro, and be like, remember why you even want to take this risk in the first place. You don't want to live somebody else's life. And you want to do what you think is right for yourself, bro. So you gotta take the risk sometimes. You gotta do some shit like that. You gotta do some shit that's the unknown territory, your uncharted waters. Is what they call that shit. And you got to be okay with it. And even if that shit fucks up and it blows up in your face and it doesn't go the way you want it to, guess what? You still learned in that process. You still use that experience to come back and be a boss, or you stay where you're at and figure it out. Fucking bet 10 times even harder on the next, venture that you do. That's kind of how I'm living right now. And if anybody has that fear that's kind of just living in their life and contradicting everything they do because of fear, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Don't let that shit. That shit's not good, bro. Like, you don't want to live like that. I see a lot of people live like that, and I just admire people who always take a risk and make shit happen for themselves. So, hopefully that doesn't bother you, and if it does, it's okay. It's normal to feel like that. But at the same time, you don't want to get paralyzed by that. Like a fucking venomous snake bit you and you're just fucking sieging. Nah, bro. You got to fucking get those fucking thoughts out your brain, capture them, know what's going on, and fucking throw that shit out of there, bitch, or whatever. So, yeah, man, go hard at being you. That's all I can say. If that's something that you want to do, go at it. And I appreciate you guys for hearing my thoughts, because sometimes I say it out loud like I'm talking to somebody, but I just need to say it out loud to hear it from myself again. It's kind of how I talk myself through shit, I say it out loud and, I choose to believe it. So, but yeah, man, that's kind of all we did this weekend. Laguna was cool. A lot of I feel like everybody at Laguna is like fucking 19 years old, bro. You don't see nobody old there. Everybody's like super young and shit. I was like, damn, bro. How's a motherfucking 19-year-old got a McLaren, bro? Make sense of that shit. I was like, damn, this shit humbled me quick out here. I thought I was popping because my new watch. I saw 4 people with the same watch. I was like, mother, bitch. And living by the water, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I could live by the beach, but I would like the beach to be accessible. And that's one thing I'm kind of like, fuck, I'm living in California and there ain't gonna be no beaches out there. There's lakes. There's lakes. I'm gonna have to get into that boat life. Cause hoes love boats, bro. It's a fact. Step Brothers said it first, and I choose to believe them. They're doing well. What else is going on? Yeah, man, that's kind of all I got going on. I'm about to hit the gym right now because, like I said, I'm trying to stay healthy in the meantime. I got a couple weeks to get, turn into a fucking little fucking muscle man, increase my chances of slaying some shit. So, that's what we're doing. And, yeah, man, just wanted to get on the pod and share some shit with you guys on how I enjoyed my weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your weekend. Again, if there's anybody out there who, lost some people in the service, shout out to you guys. Keep your head up. And just be a legend for those people who we all lost, whether they're in the military or whether I'm saying military because memorial, but for people who just lost somebody. You know, be a legend for them. All right, then, y'all. Well, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.
Let's just dance in slow-mo till we can't dance no more. Let's just dance in slow-mo till we can't dance no more. Let's just dance in slow-mo.